Hello, my lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon, and this is Shannon's Book Nook. And today, we're going to be talking about my August TBR. And to be quite honest, I filmed this entire video, then got on YouTube to see if there were any reading sprints, and I saw that Becca had announced that she's doing Spookoplathon again in October, and I love Spookoplathon. So I completely scrapped that original video, and my entire plans have possibly changed. Let the chaos begin. So I am in a little bit of a reading slump. So I'm only going to do 4 rolls for October. And after I read those 4 books, I will potentially roll some more. I can't completely mood read because I'm not one of those people. I struggle when I mood read because I have too many options and my brain doesn't know where to focus. But I also am kind of just all over the place with my mood right now. Sometimes I just don't know what I want to read because I'll start reading a thriller and then I'm like, this is not what I want. I'll start reading a romance and I'm like, oh, this is not what I want. So I've been very wishy-washy, and that's why I feel like I'm in a little bit of a slump because I can't quite figure out what I want to read, if I want to read at all. Like sometimes I just want to watch TV or color or do other things that are not reading. So we're going to start small so as to not overwhelm myself. And we're going to do 4 rolls. Now, if I land on any doubles, we'll have to add a roll. But yeah, let's get into the rolls. Okay, so I don't have a printer at home, so I'm having to use a digital version on my iPad. And so I have the dice counter here and Becca's Spookoplathon board here. I'm going to use my Aggie ring, Gig'em, for a little, place marker. And we're going to roll the dice and see what we get. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. TBR vet. Whoop. Come on. TBR vet. TBR vet is my first roll. Okay. So the first prompt that I landed on was TBR vet. So I have to pick a book that has been on my TBR for quite a while. So I looked at my books that I kind of wanted to read this month, like the video that I made just, a little bit ago that I scrapped. And I kind of looked at those books and they're kind of newer to my list except for one, but I'm like, okay, that might work for one of the other prompts that I have on the board that I might struggle with. So I don't want to use that one just yet, just in case I roll that one. So let's use this one. The Moon, the Stars, and Madame Borova by Ruth Hogan. I have had this since 2021. And I have not read it. And it's on my fall TBR. I got this in a book drop box, and I had that subscription for a few months, and I never read the books. And so I am hoping to read this one. It says Madame Borova, beloved tarot reader, palmist, and clairvoyant, is retiring and leaving her booth on the Brighton seafront. After inheriting her mother's fortune telling business as a young woman, Imelda Borova has spent her life on the Brighton Pier practicing her trade. She and her trusty pack of tarot cards have seen lovers and liars, angels and devils, dreamers and fools. Now, after a lifetime of keeping other people's secrets, Madame Borova is ready to have a little piece of life for herself. But she still has one last thing to do: fulfill a promise made in the 1970s when she and her girlfriends were carefree with their whole lives still before them. In London, it is time for another woman to make a fresh start. Billy has lost her university job, her marriage, and her place in the world, and then a sudden and unlikely discovery leaves her very identity in question. Determined to find answers, she must follow a trail, one that leads to Brighton and the pier directly to Madame Borova's door. In a story spanning more than 50 years, Ruth Hogan has conjured a magical world of 1970s holiday camps and seaside entertainers, eccentrics, heroes, and villains, and the lost and the found. Despite careless choices that echo down the years, it's never too late to make things right. So I get fall vibes from this cover. It's super, super cute. And I love that it's purple. So this is going to go for my TBR vet space. Let's do the second roll. Okay, sorry, I already hit the roll. This is the second roll, and I got a 7. We were on TBR vet, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We landed on Leatherface, and I'm not going to really use the ring anymore because it keeps moving my screen around. So Leatherface is my second roll. Well, Leatherface it is. Okay, so it says that I need to read a book that features family as the main cast, a central theme, or core part of the plot. And I have one that will fit. Yeah, it will fit for this one. Okay. I'm going to read The Wilder Woman by Ruth Emmy Lang. This is one of my Book of the Month books. So another subscription box book, if I get it read. That's another one down. I've had this one on my shelf since November 2022. So almost as long as the TBR Vet book. TBR Vet book. But this one says 5 years ago, Nora Wilder disappeared. The older of her two daughters, Zadie, should have seen it coming because she can literally see things coming. But not even her psychic abilities were able to prevent their mother from vanishing one morning. Zadie's estranged younger sister, Finn, can't see into the future, but she has an uncannily good memory. So good that she remembers not only her own memories, but the echoes of memories other people have left behind. On the afternoon of her graduation party, Finn is seized by an echo more powerful than anything she's experienced before. A woman singing a song she recognizes, a song about a bird. When Finn wakes up alone in an aviary, with no idea how she got there, she realizes who the memory belongs to: Nora. Now it's up to Finn to convince her sister that not only is their mom still out there, but she wants to be found. Against Zadie's better judgment, she and Finn hit the highway using Finn's echo to retrace Nora's footsteps and uncover the answer to the question that has been haunting them for years. Why did she leave? But the more time Finn speaks or spends in their mother's past, the harder it is for her to return to the present, to return to herself. As Zadie feels her sister start to slip away, she will have to decide to what lengths she is willing to go to find their mother, knowing that if she chooses wrong, she could lose them both for good. I'm really excited about this one, not only because I really love this cover, it's super cute and gives me the fall vibes, but because of the psychic abilities and being able to like see echoes of memories, it's giving me like witchy vibes. So I am super excited to read this one for fall. All right, third roll. We got an 8. So Leatherface, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have a color prompt, and the color is bone. Okay, interesting. Okay, wow. Bone. Okay, so we landed on a color prompt and bone. So anything from like off-white to like parchment color is what Becca said. So I have two potential books, and I found one on my TBR cart. And the first one probably really should be priority because it is an Atria book that was sent to me. But I just don't know if it's something that I'm going to be in the mood to read because it is nonfiction. And it is The Genius of Judy: How Judy Blume Rewrote Childhood for All of Us by Rachel Bergstein. And like I said, I got this book from Atria. They sent it to me. And it says an intimate and expansive look at Judy Blume's life, work, and cultural impact, both focusing on her most iconic and controversial young adult novels, from Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, to Blubber. So I absolutely adored reading Judy Blume's books, loved her books, especially Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Like, people, that book, especially as like a young girl, I was like 11 or 12, I think, when I read that book. And I just did not understand why people were losing their minds about the fact that a girl started her menstrual cycle. Like, is that what we're losing our minds over? Is that what's so controversial? So I am looking forward to reading this, but I have a second option just in case I don't want to read it. So as long as I read one of these books, I'm going to count it. Okay. The other one is totally different. Killers of a Certain Age by Deanna Raybourn. Or Rayburn. Older women often feel invisible, but sometimes that's their secret weapon. I mean, I know this has like older assassins, and they've kind of like retired and they kind of get back into the job somehow. I've heard good things about it. Anybody that I've talked to about this book or heard talk about this book has really enjoyed it. So, as long as I read one of these bone colored books, I'm counting it for the prompt. Okay, now my last roll. Let's see what I get. A 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bram Stoker. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. But listen. I know I sounded upset when I rolled this, but I totally forgot what I have in my back pocket. And I'm so happy. Okay, so Bram Stoker, okay, you can either read one of his books or you can read books about vampires. And, I've kind of been in a fantasy romance kind of mood, pararomance kind of mood. I'm going to read book 2 in the Crowns of Nyaxia series by Carissa Broadbent, The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. I'm so happy, you guys, because I have been trying to figure out how I'm going to get this book in before the third book comes out. I loved the first book, and then I loved the novella even more. I'm so stinking happy. This is probably my most anticipated book for Spookoplathon right now. So, yeah, those are the books that I'm going to read. I am super excited. So, here's my little stack. And of course, these last two, I'm just going to read one. So, in reality, it's 3 books plus the Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. And then once I finish those 4 books, I do want to roll again. If I do finish those books, I do plan on rolling again. And I hope I can get some more of my fall reads from my fall TBR and my book club pick on there, which is The Lost Bookshop, because I have to get that read anyways. So hopefully I can get it on there. And then I also would love to read some cozy fall time sweet romances. So I'm hoping that, the board will be nice to me and yeah, give me what I need, what I want. But yeah, thank you so much for sticking around for this long. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it and subscribe if you want to. And if you want to find me on any other socials like Instagram, Goodreads, or my Pango book storefront, check the description in the box down below. And I will see you next time. Bye.